Welcome back, guys. In this class, we'll discuss three-phase delta connected load. Okay, delta connected three-phase load. Until now, we are focused only on sources, right? Until now, we focused only on sources. Now, today we'll focus on load connection. So, now I am taking for delta. So for a star connected load, it is a bit complicated. I'll explain after this class. Um, for example, for discussing of a load delta connected, I am taking the source, right? The source which I am taking is a star connected source. You know the star connected source, and these are the lines which I need to fed to the load, right? Okay. What is the voltage developed across this? I am taking this as a phase. So I am taking this as neutral. This is VAN, the voltage produced across the phase A, and this is VBN, the voltage produced across phase B, and this is VCN. You already know these things. Okay, why I place a negative terminal here? Okay, I am considering this is a source. I want a current flowing from this source, but outside the line. Okay, so whatever the current is flowing is I'm taking as line current IA. I'm taking this as IB. I'm taking this as IC. Okay. Now I want to keep a load here. What is the load I'm taking is delta connected load. So what are the lines which is coming out of the star source? It should be connected to a delta source. So I am taking delta source, delta load like this. Okay. So this may be any motor, this may be any transformer primary. So it may be anything, but for time being, just it is a load. Okay, this is A I'm taking, and this is B I'm taking, this is C. So A line is connected like this, and B will be connected like this, and C will connected like this. Okay, now these are individual phases, right? Okay, so this phase, this terminal having a impedance of ZA, and this is having a impedance of ZB, and having impedance of ZC. Consider like this. Okay, or yeah, Z1, Z2, Z3. Okay, so simply what is we are taking is, for example, if you take a single phase, okay, for single phase means this is a source you will keep, and we'll keep a impedance value Z, and a current will flow. Okay, if you want to find the voltage current I, what do you do? Simply I equal to what? V by Z you will write. Okay, you know this thing. For example, if you have two loads connected, that is Z1 and Z2, and current I is flowing. Okay, now if you want to find I current, you know the voltage source, and you know Z1, Z2, how you will find? So there are two types of to finding. Another thing is, if you know the voltage across anything, yeah, instead of generally we'll find like this Z1 plus Z2. It's a normal thing, but in spite of this, if you know the voltage across V2, or if you know the voltage across Z1 is V1, how you will find I1 is I equal to, how you will find V1 by Z1, or I equal to V2 by Z2. So anything is valid because you know the voltage here, the current is flowing is I. So V1 equal to Z1 into I, and V2 equal to Z2 into I. Okay. So in this common, what is the voltage applying across Z1, ZA? Okay, this is I'm taking this is balanced source. Balanced source, that means what is the balanced source? Three-phase balanced source. The phase voltages across sum of the phase voltages of each individual will be equal to 0. since they are 120 degrees phase shift. And the line voltages, what are the line voltages? We already discussed that between the voltage between two lines. This is line A and this is line B. So VAB, what is VAB means? VAN minus VBN. This is the vectors we already dealt. And what is BBC? This is BBN minus VCA. What is VCA equal to? VCN minus VAB, VAN. Okay, you know all these things. And you connected the load here. What are the prime thing is, when you connect a load, we need to find the response, right? That is how much current the load is drawing. Okay, this is the load. What are the current this load drawing is? Line current IA, IB and IC. Okay, so we need to find IA, IB, IC. So what are the line? This is the source side and this is the load side. When load is connected to the source, what we need to observe primary thing, what is the line current this load is drawing? How much current the load is drawing? That is basing upon that value only, you will be charged in your electrical system. So in your houses, for a consider, if you get AC conditioners and you consider small fan, what is the power bill if you operate this for fan for 1 hour and fan AC for 1 hour? Basic upon the current drawn. Okay, this air conditioner will draw more current compared to the fan. Okay, that is the prime thing. When you connect the load, what is the load it is drawing? How much current it drawing? That is the main thing. Simply connecting means not an issue. It is not an what you are doing actually. We are finding the current which is drawing. How you will find the current it is drawing? Okay, you know the voltage across connected across AB is what? Line voltage VAB, right? So this voltage across ZA is VAB. Okay, you know the value of VAB and you know the value of ZA, and you will be knowing the value of current flowing through this, right? So I am naming this current flowing through this as IAB. Similarly, you know the voltage across CB. Okay, CB, that is a value. Let us say I am taking CBC. So this will be CBC. The current which is flowing will be what? Let us say it is IBC. Similarly, the current flowing from voltage across the CA is CA. So line voltage of C and A, and current flowing is ICA. Agree with me? Okay. So if you want IA, what is the current IA means? For finding, so I am summarizing the things. So summarizing means what are the things you are observing. Here the voltage VAB equal to what? ZA and IAB, right? Therefore you will get IAB equal to what? So you know the value of VAB, voltage across this line AA, and you know the value of ZA, and if you want to find current IAB. IAB is what? This phase current. So IAB equal to what? VAB by ZA, and IBC is what? VBC by ZB. IBC means VCB by VBC by ZB, and ICA equal to what? VCA by ZC. Okay, to find IA by node analysis, by node. So what is the node? At node A, what is the current entering? What is the current entering? IA. What are the current leaving? So what are the currents are entering is IA, ICA, and the current it is leaving is IAB. So IA equal to what? IAB minus ICA. So current entering is IA at node A. At node A, current entering is IA and current entering is ICA. IA plus ICA equal to IBA. So IA equal to what? IAB minus ICA. And similarly, IB equal to what? Current IB equal to what? IAB, IBC minus IAB, right? So current entering equal to IB plus IAB equal to IBC. Therefore, you will get IB equal to what? IBC minus IAB. Similarly, current IC equal to, so current IC, this IC equal to ICA minus IBC. Okay, ICA minus IBC. So these are the observations you draw from the load connection. Okay, what is the current drawing? If you know the load is delta, so this is a balanced load. Okay, so if the balanced load, the advantage of this delta connection is, whenever you remove any phases, so if you remove this phase, the remaining phases will have no effect. How? So for example, I'm taking this as a load we took actually, okay, and I'm removing this B phase. This is phase ZA, ZB. What is the line current entering is A, C, B. Okay, line current entering is, so this is phase B, this, you know this. So I'm removing this phase. So what is the voltage? This is the line current, sorry, okay, I'm drawing again here. So I'm removing this phase. Okay, the phase at ZB is removed. So ZA, ZC, what are the values which are entering? So these are the things which are, you know this. So CB. Okay, these are three lines. Now if you remove this phase, is there any change of voltage across AB? So voltage across AB is not change. Whatever the voltage is, line voltage will be given to ZA. What is the line voltage of ZC will be given to this ZC. So if you remove this, there is no effect on other phases. That is the advantage of delta connection. Advantage of delta. So note this point. Okay, advantage of delta connection. So if you remove any of this phase, always the loads of other will not affect. Okay, so if you connect something in here, fan or anything, if you remove any of the load from the load connection of three phase, the other loads will not affect. Okay, whatever the voltage which is giving from that, what is the voltage which is giving to that load is constant. If you remove this, the line voltage will not change. This line, if you remove this, the line voltage of other two will not change. In the same case, if you remove this, the line voltage across these two will not change. If these two will not change, means the currents will flow the same. That the IBC before all connected and after any one connected, the value of IBC is same. Okay, so the power drawn will change. If you say, for example, three phase balanced are connected, you got some power output. Okay, if you remove something, the power may be reduced, but each individual loads will not affect. We'll see that thing. That is the question mark. Now the question mark is, if these are connected, you will be getting some, for example, let us say, okay, for example, if these are connected, it is drawing about 300 watts. Okay, for example, let us say like this. I removed ZB. So what are the power drawn will be reduced by 300 to some 200. Okay, but each individual loads will not affect if you remove this. So we'll solve this sum right now. Okay, So what are the things which I have discussed is here. So simply this is a balanced load, and this balanced load, the voltage across each line we have seen, and the line currents IA, IB, IB, and the line currents drawing, this is line currents and this is phase currents. Okay, this is phase currents of each individual, this is the line current, and if you remove any load, other loads will not affect. This is about delta connection, balanced, and this is unbalanced thing. Okay, this is about delta connection. All right, now we'll solve one problem to understand in depth. Okay, now this is the sum which I want to discuss. So let us observe this. So let us read together. A 40 ohm non-inductive resistance are connected in delta across 400 volts. So the 40 ohm non-inductive resistance, that means non-inductive means there is no inductance in that load, only resistance are there. Okay, are connected in delta across 400 volts. So across in connected in delta means it is delta load across 400 volts load. Therefore, so 40 ohm resistance are in delta form. So 40 ohm, 40 ohm and 40 ohm are connected to 400 volts line. Okay, so I am not drawing source here, it will be a source here, but the line voltage is 400 volts. Okay, so across this two this phases, this 400 volts across these two 400 volts, and one more thing you will have across these two. Okay, so this voltage is giving to this 40 ohms. So this voltage is giving to this 40 volts. About whatever this is, this is 40 volts, 400. So always consider this 400 volts means line voltage. Okay, if in whatever sums, in whatever the problems, if we occurred any answer 400 volts means it is 400 line voltage. 400 is line voltage is 400 volts RMS value. Okay, line voltage is 400 volts RMS value. Okay, what are the, let us say, so this is load connection line. What are the things which are given is load line voltage is 400 volts. So in delta, line voltage equal to phase voltage, you know that, and value of resistance is 40 ohm. So what is asking, calculate the power taken from mains. So calculate the power taking means from mains means if you have a source, if you have a load, you want to find, this is R, if you want to find the load, what do we need? Current it is drawing, that is load means you know that I square R. So to find the load drawn from the main source, we need current I. So our primary thing is to find current I. Okay, so we need to find current I, or individual I square R, I square R, I square R you can find, and moreover you can also find in other form. I'll explain now. So now the phase current, what is the phase current? It is drawing. So phase current means current drawing from this phase and this phase and this phase, that is V phase by R. So what is the value of V phase? So this is the 10 amps flowing. So each individual flows will have the same. So I phase A, let us say this is A, B, C. I phase A, I phase B is also 40 amps, and I phase C will be also 10 amps. Okay, now so what we'll do is this can be solved in three forms. So the power, active power, this is drawing is power consumed, can directly write like this. So the power consumed by this this load, and this load is the voltage across this load and current through this. Okay, the voltage across this is 400 and current flowing is 10 amp, and so simply we have V phase, I phase, Vi cos phi. So the power active power consumed, Vi cos phi. So what is the Vi cos phi value? So cos phi is unity 1, since it is resistive. So 3 individual phases means you can keep 3. The power drawn will be equal to 3 into 400 into 10 cos of 0, that is 1. So finally you will get 1200 watts. Okay, so these are the power drawn by this load. Okay, you can find this in another form. Simply you can also form so power drawn in PA. So ZD, I'm naming it as P1 plus P2 plus P3, total power consumed. Power consumed by 40 is I phase. This is I phase, this is I phase, this is I phase. So I phase A whole square into 40 plus I phase B whole square into 40 plus I phase C whole square into 40. So total power consumed I square A is what? 10 square into 40 plus 10 square into 40, 10 square into 40. So therefore you will get 4000 plus 4000 plus 4000. So totally you will have same value, 1200 watts. So either you can find I square R formula, power drawn by this each individual phase, or voltage and current. Since I explained this directly give because these are the balanced load connected, the resistive load only. Okay, now load is removed. So for the case of one phase is removed, so what are this is the what? So total power taken from the mains, this is total power taken from the mains. If one of the resistance is disconnected, then what will be the power taken from the mains? So one of the resistance is disconnected, so I'm taking this resistance is disconnected. Okay, so what are the currents it is drawing? It is asked what are the main power it is drawn. Okay, so you know that the phase current will not change, so the load which is voltage across each individual ohm will not change. Therefore I phase equal to what? The voltage across this 400 and the resistance 400 by 40. Okay, so this is again 10 amps. Now power drawn will be equal to 2 times of V phase I phase into cos phi. Okay, therefore you will get 2 into 400 into 10 of 1, you will obtain 800 watts. So by this if you remove one phase you got 800 watts. If 3 phases are acting you have 200 watts. Only this power drawn by the total load delta connected will be reduced, but it do not affect the voltages across the load across each individual phases. Okay, this is about 3 phase delta connection load, and we'll have another sum. I'll solve that basic upon the impedance and all, and next classes we'll deal about 3 phase star connection load, which is will be complicated compared to this. Alex in 4 wire system, we'll have 3 wire system. We'll discuss that. Thank you guys.